everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. It's time for May favorites. I have some non-beauty favorites. I have some beauty favorites. So if you want to see what I have been loving in May, just keep watching. If it is your first time here, I hope by the end of this video you will hit that subscribe button and become part of the family. I usually try to include a variety of things in these videos. Sometimes it's more than others depending on how much I've tried during the month. I think I have a good mix in here, and I'm going to start with the non-beauty and then move into the beauty later on. The first favorite I want to talk about is what I'm wearing around my neck. I actually got this weekend after we got back from Disney and Universal. I had to run a bunch of errands with my 13-year-old before she ran off to dance camp after we got back. I've actually been looking for a simple, understated gold necklace that I could wear with my either simple or bigger gold earrings, and I was in a boutique and I found this, but this is actually carried by a brand at Nordstrom. I never can pronounce the name correctly, so I'm just gonna put it on the screen. I don't know why I have a mental block with this name, but I have a few pieces by this brand and I love them. The quality's great. I see myself getting a lot of wear out of this necklace. I am gonna link everything below just like I always do for you guys. It's comfortable, I can't even feel it. And it goes with pretty much everything. 2 pair of shorts, actually 3 pair, but I have one in 2 colors that I wore in Disney that I have fallen in love with. I want to share with you because I hate shorts. Even when I have been in my best shape, I just hate wearing shorts. I don't know if it's a waist to butt thigh ratio. I just don't like shorts. So some of you guys gave me recommendations for shorts recently. Thank you so much. And I did order a bunch and tried a bunch on. Some I'm sending back, some I kept, but 2 styles in particular that I really loved are both by Athleta. I've previously spoken about my love for Athleta before. I know some of their things can be a little pricey, but when I tell you that they last for years and years and years and you do get your money's worth, I really mean that. So the first pair are the Stripe Modern Metro. And they have these in solid too, I think. And I like that the stripes are very subtle because nobody really wants horizontal stripes going across their lower half. So these do not make you look wider than you are. They are very soft, kind of stretchy, but thick enough to where they don't grip you in anywhere you don't want them to grip you, if you know what I mean. Every pocket that they have zips, which came in really handy because I have my sunglasses on a roller coaster and I needed to put them in a pocket, and I was able to zip them in the front pocket. They have a tie in the front just for an accent. You can leave it untied actually if you're wearing something untucked and you don't want the bow to stick out in the stomach, but they slide on. They're very cool. They do have a little bit of stretch to them, but not enough to where they're unforgiving. They are not tight, they're kind of loose. I got size medium. I think if I was more towards my normal size 4, I would have gotten the small and been fine. You know, right now I'm more 6'8", and these were fine. They're not too short. I wanna say they have either a 3 or a 4-inch inseam. A lot of shorts are too short. They don't hug too tight. They're actually perfect and very comfortable. The other pair are these Bally linen shorts, which I find do not wrinkle too much. I can wash them, throw them in the dryer. They have pockets in the back and pockets on the side. They're kind of deep pockets. Again, they slip on. They are not too short. I did size up a little bit just because they have that kind of runner short cut, which is what I really liked about them. I love the way running shorts fit, but I didn't really want to wear running shorts the whole time at Disney. And these, you can kind of dress up, you can kind of dress them down if you want. And I got them in white and black, and I loved them. And the white is not too see-through either. I absolutely loved both of these shorts. And while I'm talking about Athleta, another item I want to mention is a t-shirt. The reason why I like a lot of Athleta's t-shirts or tops in general, even their tanks, is because they carry them in tall versions. I am not tall, I'm 5'5", and I don't particularly have short legs, but I have a long torso, or I'm long-waisted, and a lot of times some t-shirts that I get, they are too short and they just don't sit long enough for me, especially after I wash them. Sometimes they'll shrink up, and I can get these in the tall version and always be assured that they'll be long enough for me in the waist. So I got this in a medium tall. I like that it's not too tight of a crew neck. It's not too confining. This is a very lightweight top. I did wear a cami under it. I don't know if you necessarily have to. They had this in a solid color. I can't remember the name of the shirt. I'll link it down below. It also has a shirt tail hem, which I love. I love any shirt with a shirt tail hem, but this one is lightweight enough. It gets really hot here in the summer. So if you have an occasion where you don't necessarily want a tank, you want a t-shirt that's flattering, that you can get long enough if you have a long waist or, you know, long torso. This was a great, great tee for the hot days at Disney, Universal, or just the South, wherever you are, where it's hot, humid, and you need a lightweight tee. This is good. So if you're not following me on social media or on Instagram, I do encourage you to do so, because I do post outfits sometimes that you guys like to see and where to get those outfits and things like that. And of course, if you are not subscribed to this channel, I do encourage you to subscribe to this channel now if you are not. But the reason why I say that is because these Adidas Court Set shoes are something that I posted on my Instagram a couple of days ago. I love these. I so would have worn these wandering around all this last week if they weren't suede, but these are more of a cute fashion sneaker, and it was rainy and stuff like that, so I didn't want to wear them around Disney. These have an Ortholite float footbed in them. They are so comfortable. I do find them to be true to size. I normally wear a 7.5. These are a 7.5. This is the color lilac, but I find it to be more of a soft blush color rather than purple. They do have a blush. Brooke got them too in a silvery gray color. I'm going to link these down below. We got them from DSW. They do have them in a variety of colors. I absolutely love them, find them super comfortable. You cannot beat these for wearing really any time of year with any kind of an outfit. I've worn them with shorts, capris, ripped jeans, regular jeans, anything really. I absolutely love them. They're on trend. You cannot beat a good fashion sneaker with any outfit. Let me know what you guys are wearing for your sneaker footwear in the summer and spring, if you are wearing any, because sometimes I don't always want to wear a sandal or a flip-flop. You know, you need something that feels good on your feet, that covers your foot. I don't think I've ever talked about a hat on my channel before, but I picked this up recently, and this is an area code hat that you can get for your location. And 30% of the profits go towards children's hospitals in your area, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I got this from a local boutique, and then I looked on their website and found out that information. I just liked the hat, and on the back, mine says NOLA, because that's where I live. And they have all different kinds of area codes. I don't know if they have every single one, but they might. But check it out, and they actually have different colors too. They're not all gray. They had sports team colors, and like for New Orleans, they had Mardi Gras colors too. On the inside, it says the hat that gives back. So I think that's great. I don't have any affiliation with this company. I think anything that goes to a good cause like this is absolutely fantastic. And it's a really, really cute hat too. So let's talk about what's on my eyes, because I know some of you are going to be asking, you've been wondering. It's the Urban Decay Beached Palette. Have any of you picked this up? If you have, let me know below if you like this palette, if you've been enjoying it as much as I have. I not only love the aesthetics of this whole collection, I did get some of the bronzers, which I like too. I like the mirror. It's a little bit different the way this palette opens. It does open all the way, which I think is great. And the colors in this. I mean, this is a really beachy palette. Yes, we've seen some of these tones before with the Naked Heat, the Naked Petite Heat, things like that. But I just love it. It is not a standalone palette. I did need to use a bronzer as my transition because they just don't have that kind of mid-tone transition shade that you need. I mean, I guess you don't have to use it, but I felt like I needed it. But other than that, this is all that's on my eyes. Did I use every shade in here? I think I used every shade in here on my eyes today, actually. I used Daybreak in my crease after my transition shade. I used Heat Wave a little bit in my crease as well, a little bit lower. I used 16th Street in the center. I used Blaze on the inner part. I used kind of a mixture of this Double Dip and Plunge blue shades to line upper and lower. And then I went into the corner after I lined with Wedge, and then I used Salt on my brow bone. I think this is the first time I've used every shade in some way on my eyes in this palette. I really enjoy it, and you don't have to use every shade. I just was kind of playing around today and seeing what I could do with it. It's just so pretty, and this really is a quintessential summer palette, but every shade in here is a shimmer or metallic type shade except for Daybreak. Salt is a little more subtle, but Daybreak is the only matte shade in this palette. So just know that if you don't like shimmer shades, you will not enjoy this palette, but I really do. I find it to be just a really fun summer, warm, beachy palette, just like the name says. Urban Decay also sent me the 3 lipsticks in the Beach collection, along with the bronzers, which I also love. I just don't happen to have them here because I've already talked about them in a video and I can't remember which one, but they're really great too. I liked the lighter 2 shades upon viewing before I swatched them, and they sent this bright red, and I almost just put it to the side. So if you look at these 3 lipsticks, they look really pretty. The middle one looks really light and kind of brownish toned. The reddish one looks like a really fiery warm red, and then the other one looks like just kind of a bronzy orangey neutral color. So I really almost put away the red one, but it's what I have on my lips, and it's more of a sheer red, and this is how they swatch. So this is the bronzy one, which is absolutely perfect for summer, and this is actually that middle one, which is actually more of a sheer color than anything else, and then this is the reddish one with the orangey undertones, kind of coral undertones. So I actually don't know how much I'm gonna wear this one, but I am loving these 2 right here. So I had to tell you about those because I really almost was gonna put this one in a giveaway pile because I thought I would never wear it. I thought it was a really solid creamy color, but it's a great sheer red for summer if you just want to throw on a lipstick and not have to worry about lip liner and all that. It's really, really great. I've been wearing it quite often, actually. I know I mentioned this product in my recent Sephora haul with reviews video. If you haven't seen that, I will link that down below. But I have to mention it again because it is a May favorite. And if I don't mention it, I mean, I would be leaving out a quintessential product that I have used all during May. So it's the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer that they re-released very recently in April, I believe, just in time for the Sephora sale. I missed this the first time around when it was out, and I'm so glad that I've been able to pick it up because it's just beautiful. It really is something I've been using consistently, and I feel like you can't even see because the ridges are still in there. I can get that bronzy beachy look with it. I can take a big fluffy brush and just swipe it all over my face, on the high points of my face, and get that nice summer tan glow. So if you're looking for a bronzer, the last time I looked, it was back in stock. I know it had gone out of stock right after the Sephora sale, but the last time I looked, it's back. So I would check into it, see if it's there. If you're looking for just an easy bronzer that you can use on the fly, this is a great one. I'm going to talk about a rediscovery that I have been traveling with that's just a love of mine. I talked about it a while back, but I know I have some new people that have subscribed and I have to talk about it again. So this is the powder that I have really been just solely traveling with, and this is the No. 7 Translucent Perfect Light Powder, the pressed version. I like to try and streamline when I travel, and this is what I've been bringing. I find that this is a great setting powder for under my eyes and my face. I do have oily combination skin, but under my eyes it is dry, and sometimes I find that the same powder that I need to set my face doesn't always work under my eyes and vice versa, but this works well for both. It never looks cakey under my eyes, it sets my face nicely, it lasts for a long time. I pulled it back out recently, I rediscovered it. It's been going with me in my travel bags as my sole setting powder. It's also not messy like a loose powder. So I had to mention it because I've traveled a couple of times in May, and this is the only powder that's come with me in my travel makeup bag. So here's a product that I got that I really wasn't sure about, and I really ended up liking it. This is the Tarte Shape Tape eye primer. It's a stick eye primer. You just pop this top off and this swivels up. So you swipe this on your eyelids. It's got a kind of pinky tone. It evens out the discoloration on your eyes. I do set it with a powder so that it doesn't crease and so that my eyeshadow can go on more smoothly and doesn't stick to it. And because it does glide on so easily and because it doesn't stick, I thought that my shadow would crease and that it wouldn't last all day, but it actually does. And the reason why I really have been enjoying this in May, again, goes back to the travel. It does swipe on so quickly and smudge out so easily. It's quick. And when I travel, I like to get ready quickly. And this has been pretty consistent for me. So I do like this, especially for travel. If you're looking for something quick and easy to use, it's not a liquid, it's easy. So this is a good product, the Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape Eye Primer from Tarte. Speaking of powders, I am going to be doing a comparison of the Hourglass Veil and the Becca Water Powder, Hydra Mist Powder, I think that's the name, very soon. I am testing out the Tint Idole by Lancome foundation right now. So that is what is on my face today. So that'll be coming up soon as well. If you haven't seen my video on my recent Sephora haul and what I thought about those products, I will link that above so that you can go watch that. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you here on a regular basis. Hit that subscribe button and become part of the family. Thank you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.